Hey folks, it's Maxie here and welcome to another TEW2020 video. Today we're with the WWF save, 1984. I'm nearly halfway through the year. It's an interesting one, an interesting place we're at. Half of it, we're kind of obviously planning for the future and who we want to be our main stars. Obviously we've got a rough idea, Hogan, etc. But at the same time we're trying to obviously grow the company and ensure we do get to obviously large, and then we can eventually go Titanic and take over the wrestling industry. We had a wee bit of blip last month, and I don't know how. Well, I know how. Sorry, I don't know who caused it. So we basically had, company slanderers. So I don't know if it was New Japan. It might have been Georgia Championship Wrestling. But yeah, we'll be getting a bit more aggressive in our market. We'll be looking to see who's hostile against us, and we'll maybe make some aggressive plays to get some wrestlers on written contracts, because fuck them, basically, is the best thing I can say. But aside for that, as I say, we're looking to obviously build characters up. I've developed 6 or 7 storylines over the course of the last 4 weeks of Raw, where we're just continually putting people over. There is some people that, as I say, I have high hopes for that may lose in this particular episode, but they will be getting something quite big in the future. It's all about just making sure in the best position possible, have a stack card, try and keep as many away from each other, to have the stack card at WrestleMania 1, and then, yeah, we'll just see how the world develops. I'm getting a wee bit more success using locker room controls. I've already used it in this particular episode, as you can see, but usually clicking that and getting people to vent their frustrations is helping a little bit with the backstage. It is getting morale boosts. There's still a lot of incidents, admittedly, but it's just to do an older mod. So we'll see. We'll keep playing it as long as it's still fun, but if it gets to a stage where it's just annoying, then bye save, effectively. But anyway, less negatives, because morale's negative, but yeah, into the positive. So we're again, as I say, picking the first day because we'll have most of the talents. We're in Baltimore Stadium. As you can see, it's a decent card up there, and I just want to show absent workers or just the injured Rocky Johnson. So without further ado, we're on Cablevision. Let's go. So sold out 50,000 in Baltimore Stadium. That must be a record attendance. If we can keep going at this rate, we might maybe push 60,000-70,000 for WrestleMania. Hyping up the main event with an intro package, which is going to be for the WWF World Championship. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes against Bruiser Broady. Cannot wait. Big Brody's the champion. It's the champion, the son of a plumber. And that was 76. Opening contest was a storytelling match of the day, and just really a showcase match for Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. An extremely short matchup, Ricky the Steamboat defeats Charlie Fulton in 509 with a flying karate chop. A 52, good performance from Ricky Steamboat with the 74. He shone in this matchup, and yeah, it was just that small, quick storytelling match to start the show off. Nice and simple. Next up, we've got Jake the Snake Roberts cutting a promo on his matchup coming with Jimmy Snuka. This was a 59. As Jake just tried to use his psychological advantage, I guess. The fact you're saying, Snuka, you lost to Henning, you've been losing to everybody. And he's going to be next in line to defeat a guy that clearly can't hang with the new school of WWF wrestler. That match itself had great heat and good wrestling, and had Jake Snake defeat Jimmy Snuka in 14:05 by pinfall. Happy with the rating, gets the crowd hotter. Snuka's on the way down, Jake's on the way up, and hopefully that can benefit Jake going forward. It seems to be the longest I can put a Jake match. 60 minutes he was complaining of stamina, or the road agent was. But hopefully more matches, and hopefully Jake can do better in that regard. The Tag Team Championships on the line next, and it was a fantastic bout that had fantastic heat and great wrestling. And with Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal defeat Don Morocco and Ollie Anderson in 11:50 when Road Warrior Animal pinned Don Morocco with a top rope power slam. The Road Warriors made defence number 9 of the WWF Tag Team Championships. I probably just still lack a depth of tag team division. Anderson and Morocco were kind of put together, but I felt like this was a match that would really do well for the tag division, and 80 just keeps Hawk and Animal really strong. So we've got the crowd hotter. Negatives. Locker room morale. Not shocked. Next up, In an exceptional matchup, which probably may be the best rating I've had, and I didn't actually expect it to be this good, hence it was nowhere near the main event. Andre the Giant defeated Bob Backlund in 12-11 with a body slam. 90, absolutely fantastic. These guys have good chemistry with each other, and it shows there, but just a case of Backlund losing his way a wee bit, and obviously Andre, the man just keeps on winning. Got to protect him. Promo from Gino Hernandez on Hulk Hogan was only a 63, but Gino's saying, everybody's building up this Hulk Hogan man as the guy of the WWF in the future. Look at me, man, I'm a former Intercontinental Champion. I get chicks on both arms. I'm the man around here. Show you what happens when I beat Hulk Hogan. And of course, in about that had fantastic heat and great wrestling, Hulk Hogan wins lol. He defeats Gino Hernandez in 13:51 with a big leg drop. A fantastic 82 performance. This storyline is simple, 2 up and comers, but Hogan, I need to get to that main event. I want to try and build Hulkamania. And Gino is just someone, unfortunate to give him a defeat here, but I know he'd give a good matchup with the Hulkster. Next up, we've basically had to improvise here, just so at an angle where Larry Zbyszko had his manager Bobby Heenan represent him, and they're basically just calling out Curt Henning, and then they beat him up before the matchup starts for the Intercontinetal Championship. So that got an 80 rating, and as soon as the bell hits, we then had an exceptional matchup that saw Larry Zbyszko defeat Curt Henning in 21:38 by pinfall when Bobby Heenan interfered. This was the second defence of the Larry Zbyszko's IC title. 87, fantastic again, these two clicked really well. This is one where we're kind of going with Curt Henning's kind of falling down the card, because obviously him and Andre, well, Andre's turned the whole locker room against him, so Henning will probably drop back out, despite us making him into a decent star, and then maybe punted for the company. Also worried with a 90 and an 87 so far. Why do you get the feeling that Dusty Rhodes versus Bruiser Broady might not draw and might absolutely ruin our main rating? Dusty's promo was a 68. Yikes, not great from Dusty hyping up the main event. But they did have a 79, so it wasn't too horrible. Fantastic heat and great wrestling. Bruiser Broady defeats Dusty Rhodes in 1841 with a running big boot. First defence of the World Wrestling Federation Championship for Bruiser Broady. I was never going to take the time off that quickly, but yeah, 79, and it could have been better, but we'll take it. Overall, despite, as I say, good matches with Zbyszko and Henning and obviously Andre and Backlund, we do mostly count 90% of the rating on our main event, which is why an 80 rating here, increasing our popularity in 10 regions. It's still good, as we still look to get to a bigger size, but the shows are certainly really stacked, maybe even too stacked. Maybe I don't really have a lower card here, but yeah, hopefully there's a lot of guys that are kind of on the cusp of the main event, so they can kind of rotate and then keep fresh matchups, but it means we'll have a lot of good things going forward. Right, this is interesting. This is very interesting. So, they had an awesome show. We had an excellent show. CWA are responsible possibly for the death of Lanny Keane, apparently to do with drugs. Another death. And that's just that, and then it's accusing, it could have been World Class Championship Wrestling, so that's 2 companies that are going to have negative publicity because of that. And if we could take over them, especially they're bigger than us, with less money, that could impact them quite significantly, but that's quite interesting. It's something I'm going to keep an eye on going forward. We're looking at Stan Hansen, but money will probably make him go elsewhere. And 0.75 on our buy rate. So a wee quick nosy, top 100s. So in terms of shows, it was our 7th best show of all time. Best match by far, in fact there you go. 2 matches, top 2 for that show alone is really good to see. Top attendances, it was not our highest. Actually our highest was in February last year, but it was sold out there. Pretty good, 3rd highest. And it was our biggest buy rate with a 0.75, just ahead of the show we had in April. A few people unhappy. Gorilla Monsoon, Jack Briscoe and Jim Cornette, who's not even debuted and he's already at big morale, but we'll sort that out at one point. Also you can see, St. Jimmy Hart and I've signed Cyndi Lauper. And I've also got Mr. T kicking about in case I want an authority figure as well. Size wise, we need 77, 74, 72, 72, 72, 72 and 64. So working on the southeast, but as I say, it's just about getting them in the right places, and then we'll start working on global expansion when that opportunity does pop up. And finances, we'll probably lose a good wee bit when we have to pay off, as I say, tax and some more worker costs at the end of the month, but overall we're going to be over maybe 11 million. That might be a bit kind, but we're still in a good position financially anyway. So that's it for this episode. Thanks very much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, thanks for watching. Enjoy TW, and hopefully I'll see you soon for some more TW content. Bye bye.